following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
And this is apparently all because they were chasing one of the power core. Or three of them were, and then the other three interceded. It's a bit unclear. He was very confused. Well, your failure there is not being able to clear his mind and ease the confusion in a clear and concise way. Yeah, I'm trying to work on that. Sorry. It's not a problem. You're here to learn. Yeah. And what were you doing during all of this?
Well, first we ascertained that it wasn't really an assault so much as a murder. We ascertained the direction that the fight came from and left because they were apparently chasing some red-headed superhero who did a runner and apparently had nice legs. But
that'll be Spectra.
The three that entered were basically intercepted and wound up having a fight. The person who was killed was caught in the middle of the blast between two that were fighting, and I left to chase in the direction. The wound on the body was still warm. It was minutes ago, and I chased them up to a rooftop where 6 men were fighting. The fight was then interrupted by an older gentleman with a very long mustaches who basically screamed light into the sky and stopped the fight. When my vision cleared, everybody was gone. But here's the name of the hotel if you want to investigate the fight scene to yourself.
Why didn't you just remember the name of the hotel? God, can you not read?
I can. It's just last time they asked me to remember something, it didn't go down so well.
Well, very well. I believe this should be handled by a cleaner team, judging from the nature of the disparity. We will get back on that. Adequate job. You may rejoin the others, and we will go over the video transcripts of the surveillance of all of your encounters. And so they do, and they heavily criticize everybody's failings. But again, it's a learning environment. You're supposed to make these mistakes here. A nice Superman, you should have done this, you should have done this, you fucked up this, you didn't, you fucked up that, she fucked up this. And the only one of you who did remotely well was Harmony. Very good. Thank you.
Harmony, and she was with Tom. Right?
Tom. You see, and while Harmony interviewed the suspect, you hear the recording back. He's just asking extremely clear questions, abrupt, brusquely, but like a professional. And despite the fact that she's wearing about as much as she usually does, they quickly begin to take her seriously. She ascertains how recently their particular event was, and while she was talking, Tom just bailed out of the shop and came back with them.
Oh. Well, no wonder they got full marks.
Although he does get reprimanded for brash action in an excessively showy manner and endangering everyone by using his powers and therefore loosening his control. Which is he's not allowed to do. You are not supposed to do that. Bad. Also, but you did resolve.
He took the matter into his own hands where the whole thing was supposed to be to report back
and decide on the other action. Yeah. It's how many you get full grade? That is the most. That's the best interviewing out of anyone. And you got a real knack for it. And she's just I am a people person.
I will applaud for and nod for.
She blushes. Nothing special. You've all had the same training.
Yeah, but we didn't do as good as you.
Well, we will undoubtedly have some more things for you to do, and we've got a little bit of an exceptional circumstance that we're trying to get done. So you may all have a brief break for lunch. Please don't leave the immediate 1 block area of town. We'll call you back in 2.5 hours.
Where do we?
I better turn the lights on. It's getting dimmer than it should be this time of day. Speaking of dimmer than it should be, how's Roxanne doing?
Okay, got King's Theatre, Drugstore. Luigi's Pizza, that's my front runner so far.
Is that the Thundercats car?
No.
Oh,
It's a
those.
scorpion tank.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like
Look,
a
I know I can't draw! God!
army something? Recruitment, Is it 125? Oh, that's the lawyer form. Oh no, it's a bar and grill, sorry.
RS Bar and Grill?
Alright, that's an RS. I get RS bar and grill. Bank, the bank! Market, smoke. There are dinos here. Okay, this is where we are. Or is that a pterodino?
That is a pterodino. It's
Not
clearly
the-
not the main 5-column facility.
Well, because it's on the corner, there's no way we'd be able to tell.
Yeah, there is. The 5-column facility is on its own park, isolated from everything. It's also not in Chinatown.
No, that's true, of course. Orpans? Orpans?
It's an orphanage. Orpan.
No limbs?
Alright, looks like we gotta have lunch here. Did anyone see a burger or pizza place?
There's a pizza place there. Luigi's Pizza.
Well, there we go. That way we don't gotta eat Chinese food.
Also, it's real food, not just...
A pizza. Yeah, I think I've had one of those. That's that open top pie, right?
Yeah, like a flat pie. Well, I guess anybody who wants pizza is going to pizza.
A good chunk of your class will go.
I figured.
Because it's pizza.
Yeah. Take note of what communists didn't go.
They are going to get a sudden influx of customers. Poor bastards.
But they probably, if they actually are selling real pizza, they're probably already pretty popular because that's food.
You'll notice their menu has been greatly reduced. In fact, a lot of them have this little thing on it that say, topping substituted with government-issued food. FUD. But
Damn it.
Ding! Hey! What do you do? Welcome to Luigi Pizza. I Mario.
Well, we
This is a place of my brother Luigi.
we'd like some of your pizzas, thanks.
Yeah.
Pepperoni, Robsy!
Well, everybody...
Government federoni, no problem.
No. Big order. Get a discount.
Well, let's see what have they got, like deals, like X amount of pizzas for...
They did, but now thanks to scarcity, they can make money. And you'll pay.
But it's still government funded, right?
Not all
Not
of
all
the
of it.
ingredients. Some ingredients substituted with government fund.
Meat lovers, is that substituted with government
Oh,
fund?
yeah.
Some. Unless
There's
you
some
wanted,
real meat
unless you
on.
wanted to pay the extra for the 100% of meat topping. Only got a little bit of the supply, so it had to go further.
I just realised I didn't get out any money this time.
That's okay, Johnny Lightning will say. I'll take care of this. It's the least I could do.
Well, normally I'd say you're sure about that, but you're Mr. Moneybags.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get the proper food. We'll pay the extra.
Besiege. Meat lovers are pepperoni, ham and cheese. No one has pineapple because no one is stupid. Also, you can't.
I'd note down fascists who get... I mean, Dexy's probably going to want a vegetarian, I get the feeling, because she seems to not eat much. I don't know, though.
She's a food monster.
Yeah.
No, I mean, she doesn't eat, but I mean, she seems to be like, I only eat, like, salads.
So she doesn't need the meat.
She does.
Well, from men, yeah.
No, I mean...
Actually, carbs probably the one to be concealed about. Chances of getting a seafood pizza?
I am capable of eating other things.
Oh, remember,
Who says I am
seafood
not?
was one of the few... Fish was one of the few things that Soviet didn't destroy as much. Because it was already deep in the ocean. It wasn't affected by the storms as much, so... Yeah, we'll get Harm a seafood, but she's probably the only one who's going to eat it because seafood pizza.
I'm not familiar with the kind of thing I'm seeing. But you all sit down with your food. Johnny is just like,
Johnny, what kind of pizza are you into? We need to save you some from the ravening horde.
I'm good. I eat whatever.
Pepperoni.
And so the consuming begins.
So good. It's been so long since we had real food.
Damn that Soviet. How could someone be so thoughtless and cruel?
Don't know what the stupid cow was thinking.
Fat-headed bitch.
Hey, give us a couple of years. Maybe we'll take the bitch down.
Here's hoping.
I mean, look, Roxy's practically chewing at the bit at the idea of taking down a commie hero.
Necessarily feel that much ill will towards her as a person. Her actions, however, she should be put on trial for that. Come on.
Oh, come on, she's a communist, vigilante. She's got no loyalty to America. It's probably all a secret ploy to... You know, Russia wasn't affected by that storm? Coincidence?
That's what I heard.
I mean, if we don't get her before Christmas, Desmond will.
She certainly ain't getting any toys from him.
Who is Desmond?
The Christmas
The
bear.
Christmas bear.
He is friend to the children.
What is Christmas Bear?
He's a bear of Christmas. You know what Christmas is, right? I mean, Canadians have Christmas.
Of course, yes. He is definitely the Bear of Christmas.
You suddenly know who he is out of nowhere now?
No, but I do know Christmas. After all, Canada does have Christmas.
Canada,
of course. And you say he is the Bear of Christmas, therefore I understand that it is a bear associated with Christmas, and I know both of those things, therefore it makes sense.
You don't need to embarrass yourself, Mark. Like, I mean, we know that Desmond was a new thing that only showed up last year, so maybe he hasn't reached Canada yet. It's not embarrassing to admit that a new Christmas mascot is a little late for arriving in the country.
Christmas mascot hero.
Yeah.
I am perplexed.
Harm, I created a thing for the Danger Room program that it shows him as like a float. I'll take you through it later, and you can see.
You have been designing water programs.
Not expressly water, but I've been designing programs in the Danger Room. In theory, there's probably a template for underwater.
And the bear is there and it can float.
Yeah, a float is a big inflatable device that is full of things lighter than air, so it hovers in the air, and it's very festive, and people like to look at it.
No, a float is an ice cream dessert.
Tom, are you trying to sabotage me right now?
No, a float is an ice cream dessert.
You're just going to confuse Harm.
But
It is also an ice cream dessert, but we were. Are you just thinking about that because you've had dinner and want dessert?
maybe. But does it also float? Is it buoyant?
It is very buoyant, and if it were to fall into water, it would probably float on the water.
I understand then.
Just doing an 18 perception check and just gauging how everybody seems.
But
I
it-
just want to get a good...
Upbeat.
Okay.
But
good.
it's so buoyant, it also floats in the air.
Then I am buoyant as well.
Yes, you are. We're just going to leave it at that. That seems a good place for that conversation to have gone.
So these are really big desserts? I'm still a little lost here.
We'll cover it when we get back to base, Tom.
I'm good. It's okay, so you've eaten. A fresh new area of town to explore.
Oh, we don't have an additional task this afternoon?
You do, but you've got about 2.5 hours of lunch. And then we'll see.
Have we got like a meeting point that's been designated to us?
So just off the bottom of the map, there's the DMV facility. In
Over
fact, you
here.
can see where the tank sort of is.
Yep.
Oh, this is probably
Yep.
okay. Well, everybody, we've still got like over an hour before we have to go back, so everybody can just, go out, look around,
Brilliant.
and we'll meet back at the.
I'm going to go find Stephanie.
We'll meet back at. Did she not come in?
Nope.
We'll meet back at the
Hang on.
facility.
Pete, last slice of pizza. Stack another one up. Okay, let's go find Steph.
Oh, you're coming too. Brilliant.
You be the radar, I'll be the pizza delivery.
She's over there. I was just trying to get alone so I could talk to her privately. But you can come.
Well, I guess I'll leave you to it. Good luck. Was there anybody else notably absent?
Jennifer?
I was wondering. Just Jennifer? No.
Just Jennifer.
Titanium still showed up here with us then.
I'm feeling more and more confident about her ability to not rage out.
That's good. She's always got a gun with her now. That's.
See, that kind of security, that will give her the stability she needs not to destroy the world. If only someone had given a gun to Soviet. Or at least some bullets.
Well, so she could.
If even line her up against the world like the other communists and talk.
I'm just gonna go wander around the streets. Anyone who wants to come with me can.
Right, so you two go into a car park behind the liquor store. I mean, across the street. And there's a department store. You go in, both of you. A person behind the counter's like, we thank people not to bring food in here. And the ex is like, oh, that's strange, you don't know they're not going to, and just keeps going.
Well, I guess you won't be thanking me then. Keep walking. Sorry. I don't have anywhere to put it down.
You entered the women's area. Women's underwear area.
Dex.
Well, I'm feeling very at home.
I was just saying that the territory is getting a little bit more hostile. We are looking.
What are you worried about? You're into women. Not into women. Sorry, I meant to say. Not into women.
Well, I was more concerned about the fact that we look like this and we're standing around here, so we are probably getting bad
For all
looks.
they know, I'm shopping for my girlfriend. And I clearly have one because I'm so great. Stephanie will come out of the changing room. She's wearing normal clothing. So,
Hey.
calm down.
Hey,
Hey, love, how you doing? I might have known you'd be able to find me here. Oh. I was surprised to find you here. I wouldn't think that I would need underwear. You know, that really does sound kind of, yes, well. Yeah. Here's your packet now. Ah, yes, thank you. Well, I'm done. Shall we go? Sir, we thank people not to bring food in here. Why? You don't know they're not going to. Just turn around, take Stephanie by the elbow and walk away. We missed you at the pizza place. Johnny splashed out. We got real meat. Oh, damn. Real
Yeah.
meat? Oh, thank you. God, it's been so long since I've had decent meat.
What? Looking at Dave. What? You're not gonna?
No? Why would I?
Sorry, you
It's
just.
been so long since any of us have had meat. What are you talking about? Like real stuff. And I don't just mean Johnny Lightning, because he gets his own food dropped in. So you came looking for me? Yeah, of course I did. We were having fun, and you weren't there, and you need to have fun.
And pizza. And you weren't there.
Besides, I've never been in this area of town before, and it's so ethnic and diverse, and the streets aren't just filled with angry white people and angry black people in blue t-shirts going, "Look at the faggot pufter!"
Yeah, to be
You've
fair.
got some issues, Diggs.
Yeah,
help it.
it's full
Can't
of
help it that I'm better than all of them, and they know it.
yeah, it's full of angry yellow people and their weird gangs shooting fire and lightning at each other.
I mean, not full of. Not full of. There's slight lightning gang.
I could not understand a word anyone was saying to each other. It makes it real hard to investigate shit.
Well, I mean, you've grown up in a sort of homogenous ethno area. You pretty much just know bad American. Right? I mean, that's what you grew up with. Boy, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, everyone who lives in America should have to speak American, right?
I know, right? They should have to speak American.
Yeah, American. It's not English. Trust me.
Oh, Jack, I was meaning to ask. You traveled and went a lot to England. Dexy did not?
Of course you did.
Well, I just thought you would say that she was bitching about staying home at some point.
Well, at one point she chose to stay back with Mum because Mum was pregnant and couldn't travel with the band. I went on tour because I thought, I might want to do this one day. And we could still communicate just fine. I mean, it's like I'm never alone. I've always got someone there to talk to.
That's kind of cool.
Look, I've never known anything other way. So, it's normal for us.
I mean, for me...
I am impressed. You've been breathing for a whole 10 minutes now and you haven't mentioned Roxanne once. Is the love affair waning? You're funny. You're very funny.
She's not wrong, though, man. You usually live and breathe Roxanne. Now you're just out here chilling with the rest of us, delivering pizza.
What can I say? I know where I'm not wanted.
I had some suspicions about her, but she's kind of laid it on pretty thick that she's not interested. But I mean,
seems like the lady doth protest too much.
I mean, the charm that you have been laying on her, very damn impressive.
Well, you have to keep sharp. Do you, though? Doesn't seem like the most
productive,
long-term useful skill. I mean, it works once and then that's it, right? Well, yeah, but
well, I mean,
just because you land the fish doesn't mean you have to stop dressing, preparing, and enjoying it.
Well, that, in theory, if you got married...
You're a creepy man.
I mean, how often do people get married? Like once? Twice? If, bad run?
Well, divorce rate's going up, but... Go on.
I mean, you only have to land that fish once, and then fish for the rest of your life.
I'm not sure that analogy works, Alvin. Meanwhile, what are you doing? Fidgeting? Good.
Hitting down the street. And
cool. Hitting down the street.
Yeah.
There are 4 of them.
Yeah, this main... I was going to be hitting down here because this is sort of the biggest...
Okay.
most
Anything catch your eye?
street. Well, it depends who's also with me, who wanted to just go
Oh,
for
let's see. Who's going to be with
Roxanne?
Let's say it is Titanium, Anthony, and we'll throw Harm and Tom in there.
Okay.
A reasonably large group of people. Some local youths wearing red hoodies and some red t-shirts notice you all in a big group, and they dissolve away into the alleys only to be joined later by much larger, angrier, blacker members of the same gang. And they're just hanging around, eyeing these groups, wandering around. This time you have been forbidden to wear your armbands, I forgot to mention, because of the problems it caused last time.
So this time they don't want it. So
Harmony's
they went
like,
from being...
why is everyone staring at us?
I'll give them a cause to cause trouble.
Says the girl in the bikini.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's the kind... Okay, we're coming up on, I don't think anybody's going to be interested in the drugstore, are they?
I mean, unless you wanted to buy, cigarettes, alcohol, bread, milk, the things
Government fund.
No, I guess not.
I mean, if anybody does, I'll go on with them, but... We don't have enough time to take in a movie. So,
Probably not.
but I mean, just look at the front of see what movies they've got playing.
Which
Ping's
cinema
Theatre.
is that one?
It's Ping's.
Pings. Oh, okay.
Feel out people's reactions to movie posters.
Pings.
Yeah, like just react to the movie posters and
Breast Intentions. Raiders of the Lust Ark. Debbie does what few things she hasn't done by this point, but still not you. Yep, that's it. That's what's currently screened.
I have a feeling these aren't just ordinary movies that are playing here.
What is not ordinary about them?
I think they're, raunchy
Harmony,
movies.
this is a cinema of ill repute.
Thank
Then
you,
why
Tom.
is it allowed to continue operation if its reputation is ill?
What he means is it shows
You know that
adult
place you went
movies.
into with the women on the poles?
Yes.
This is that, but in film form.
Ah! We should not go in there. It is not for women. It is for men to look at women. And we are women. Therefore, it is not for us.
Tom ain't a woman.
Thank you for noticing. But she is right. No reputable person would go in
The
there.
next one's the candy store, which I believe is the one
It
we
is
were...
still closed.
Yeah. Game shop?
Yeah.
Well, I think I know somebody in our group who's going to want to go into there.
Quickly before it shuts down.
Go on in, huh? I mean, might as well look around and see what the fuss about this place is.
Happy, happy, happy.
He disappears inside. You guys are staying outside, right?
I'm going in. I was like, I might as well see what all the fuss is about and
Go inside.
look around.
Video games! Pen and paper role-playing games. Dice, little miniature things. There's a Warhammer shelf full of boxes no one's ever going to be able to afford to buy. You know Warhammer, how it do. There's some people in there. A lot of them kind of look like Anthony's sort of nerdy type. There's also like a burly Russian man behind the counter. And he looks up as you all come in. He's like, welcome, welcome. Finally, customer. Please come in while I am still here. Please, that is delicate and expensive merchandise.
Sorry.
You are play Warhammer?
No.
Would you like to play Warhammer?
Got one of my favourite words in it.
Don't know. What even... Is that what you
He's like, it's wonderful. It's battle strategy where different units have different strengths and abilities. They're playing it over here. Come watch. Grabs hand pull.
You think they're going to be fine in there?
I'm sure they will be well in a store designed to sell things to people. But it's a nerd store. I do not know what that word is.
I'll watch for a little bit.
Warhammer 40k.
So initially, like, she's going to be
Marines versus orcs.
like... Okay, but then she's going to keep watching it and she's going to eventually go, wait a minute, this isn't bad for tactical strategy.
It is not.
Bit too much random.
So
isn't it?
suddenly it's... Yeah, but it's like...
Oh, but then the unit abilities and the vehicles. If you could afford a vehicles, that is.
I think this has merit.
What? What? What?
Well, if we made
That's
this...
a girl! I can't play anymore!
If you adapted this to a more real-world scenario with ordinary soldiers and tanks and so forth,
What would be the point of that?
then this could be used for tactical unit strategy in a way that would probably be fun for people.
There's already a game for that. But that would be boring.
Why is it boring?
Because you are a Mordecai!
They laugh. You don't get it.
So was he the one who actually was it
Yeah.
him that did the orc voice and
Yeah.
everything? Or, I don't understand, but